right, let me pull this.
Ow. Jeez.
Perfect. All right, you say hello to everybody while I get this pulled.
Hello, hand. Instead of hello, Heather.
No.
Hello, Sin. Hello, Julie. Hello, Obble Cakes.
There.
Obble Cake sent me can't remember if it was a note or a DM. Hello, Abe. Hello, Adri. Army 63B. Edison Al. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hello, Susan, Chris. Lil Matt 928. Hello, Kara. Our moderators. Hello, Taylor. From the Great White North. Okay. Nanook of the North. Hello, Sarah Reed Spencer. Hello, Julie. Doesn't have to be lewd or vulgar. Hello, Tracy. Tiffany Tippin. Hello, Veronica. Albert. Hector Wasabi. Hello, Susan, Tracy, Annalou, Margot Q. Sam I am. My man. My man. Hello, Palm Momable. Tanya Thompson. We've gone on vacation with Tanya Thompson. Hello, Michelle. Anna Tool. SC Bethany in the house. Hello, Bruno. Hello, Shayna. Shayna Almen. I don't recognize that name. Hello, Haven. Hello, Brenda.
Hi, sorry. I'm working on some last minute stuff that just came in. I apologize.
Hello, Elizabeth Betts. Sarah Davis. Kitten Tracks. You're not. Oh, I thought you said. I thought that said I'm not chopped liver. You're actually calling me chopped liver. That's okay. Hello, Julia. Hello, Judy. Okay. Nice group. Nice group. Very nice looking group. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Tracy Whitmire. San Antonio. San Antone. You and Sin Galvan. Hello, DD. PS me. Sin, that's because of Bubs. Kelly's hair. Right, babe? Bubs.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag ad. Here, hold on. There we go. Now I can see you. Yeah, I know, Tanya. All kinds of. Hello, Caroline Baez. Hello, Kathy Armstrong. All right. Very good. Working on a few last minute details here. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't do that. It drives me nuts. Please don't do that. It's like nails on a chalkboard.
Ooh. Okay. Hello, Jakob. That's right, Sin. That is right. Yes, the theater's filling. Everybody's. Hello, D. Martell. Andrea Gullidge. All right. Where's Big Strong? Is Big Strong in the house? Hello, Edison Al. Oh, I think I said hello to you, Edison Al. I'll say hello again, Edison Al. Hello, Kitten Tracks. Kitten Track. I just did, Sin. I said it one more time.
It's one thing for y'all to hear it out there, but sitting right here, it is the most ear-piercing noise. And I try not to say anything because y'all know my husband, and if you ever bring anything to his attention, it doesn't go away. It magnifies it and multiplies it.
Exponentially. Hello, Kitten Tracks. No, we have not watched Cobra Kai, Susan. We have not.
It's like 3 seasons in now, I think.
Is it? We've watched other stuff though. We finished a series yesterday that we're going to talk about. Do a little review. Hello, D. Martell. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you. Where's Big Strong? Big Strong in the house? Oh, Caroline, I learned a lot. I remember that because that happened when I was in junior high. So I kind of remember it, but I didn't know any of the details. So I learned a lot watching that series. It was really, it was good. It was sad. That dude was, I'm putting him up there with freaking like Dahmer Gacy, Bundy. I mean, I didn't know that guy was, I mean, he was wheels off. I mean, he was as lewd as all those guys, like right up there with those guys.
We get the Lux? What did we get? What did we get? The Helix. What was the name of it? Dusk.
Yeah, I can hardly open my eyes. I might just do the podcast with my eyes closed. How do you feel about that? I need my magnifying glass.
Do we want something soft, medium, or firm?
Ours was medium. Ours is medium, on the medium firm side. Hello, Sam Sanders. Not to be confused with my man in New Zealand. You have requests to show the live studio audience your earrings.
They're fake, little, just like cubic zirconia.
Oh, Casey
circles.
Kerman?
Don't ask me where I got them. Probably Nordstrom Rack. That's usually where I get stuff. So they're not real. They're probably $10, Nordstrom Rack. But I get a lot of use out of them because they're simple and they're a little sparkly.
Christy Weiss, K-Train in the house. Hello, Tracy Needs. Another from San Antone. Boy, there was one other in Sin Gallivan, all from San Antone. Thank you, Kara. Nobody wants to see, I guess, anything of mine. My hat, my t-shirt, my ring, my watch, nothing. They don't want to see anything of mine. They just want to see your stuff.
Okay, you ready? I'm good. Sorry, I had some last minute stuff come in and I had to get that done. I apologize.
I mean, I'm doing all I can here.
You did great.
To provide free entertainment.
You did great. Let's go.
Did you really turn on the fan?
Yeah, 'cause I'm hot. It's a little stuffy. It's so warm today. I had to go upstairs and turn the air conditioning on for my daughter. But Alan has lost so much weight. He's so skinny. Why don't you put on a jacket?
No, it's okay.
It's stuffy in here.
It's all right. So are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hello, Angela Johnston. Having cable management issues. We've got them resolved, though. Yeah. Need my Bernie mittens.
Oh, it feels so good with that breeze going above my head.
You have one of our live studio audience members is saying you have so many symptoms that say you have a thyroid problem. Thinning hair, constipation, memory problems.
I've had this
carpal tunnel.
I've had this forever.
What are you doing, babe?
What am I stuck on?
Well, plenty of slack there.
I didn't. Now I do.
Okay, give me something.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 ta 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 ta. And for the first time in a long time, it was a pretty day. And I wanted my husband to take me to a patio to drink a glass of wine, and he wouldn't. So I drank.
Not true. That's not true. I'm being misrepresented. You said that, and I said, "Let's go." And then chirp.
And then we went home.
And then chirp.
We went home. I
had to go haul you to the mall because you didn't want to go into Pottery Barn by yourself.
I didn't.
Thank you.
But then we could have gone after.
All right. Penetration, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Penetration, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Penetration. Ready?
Yep. Welcome to another episode of the A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans. I'm running hot. This is my husband and co-host, Alan Evans, and he's running cold.
Hey, Trade in the house. I'm not running cold.
Yes, you are. You're cold all the time because my always. He's been bragging to me lately about fitting in those skinny jeans.
Haven't been bragging.
Look at these skinny jeans you got from me, babe. I'm fitting back into them again. You should.
Wasn't bragging.
Proud of you and for you.
Was just happy, and I thought you'd be happy too.
See, again,
that
I'd be bragging.
You would share in some success.
I am, but the problem is you're always cold now, and I'm running hot.
Yeah.
I blame it on going through the change. I blame it on, still trying to get rid of my Corin 20. I'm 12 off of it now, and perhaps drinking a glass of red wine tonight because I wanted one.
Well, I'll tell you what, if our marriage and relationship can survive me throwing you off a jet ski, us going ziplining, you going through the change and me being super skinny guy and being really cold. And then most recently, you hitting my brand new tent job with your ring, scratching it, brand new.
I thought you were going to let that go.
Well, I am, but I'm just saying, if we can make it through all those things, I think we're going to be fine.
I thought we were going to be fine.
I think we're going to be fine.
I felt really bad about that. Ladies, okay, y'all and men, everybody be the jury here. And then y'all can judge. You can message us, podcast at kellieandallen.com. Again, I'm losing my memory. So we're sitting at a gas station. It's dark. We're on our way to go have some dinner. But Alan says, I'd rather get gas before dinner than after dinner. So what happens when he gets out of the car to get gas? I sit on my phone. I'm in the car by myself. I'm looking through Twitter. I'm just going through the feed. I'm going through the feed, scrolling. And suddenly, I feel like there's something looking at me. And I look to my side and it's my husband, but he's purposely like doing one of those things where he creeps up the side of you and he's looking at you like somebody just sneaked up on you.
And was I doing like my dead eyes face?
Yeah, he was like making this really creepy face.
Where like my entire eye is black.
But he creeped up on the side of me and I'm like engrossed in, some Twitter debate or something. And I look over, and have you ever had that delayed reaction where you're scared? It's like where you look at somebody and then suddenly you have a delayed reaction. And it scared me and I slapped the window. Because I was like, oh, why did you do that to me?
Real hard.
But then I slapped it, which wouldn't normally be a problem, except I was wearing the way too big engagement ring that Alan got for me.
Platinum.
So really, it's your fault.
A platinum.
It's your fault that you got me a big engagement ring.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that sounded really bad. And I thought, oh, I'm glad the window didn't break. But then Alan gets in the car and noticed these two little, if a teeny tiny snake with their fangs had bitten something, it was like two little dots that were in the window tint. And Alan said that was from my ring hitting the window tint. But I was like, I felt horrible. And I apologized profusely. I felt so bad about it. And I said, please, how much is this? Let's get it fixed, because every time I get in your truck, I'm going to feel horrible looking at that. But he scared me. And that was just my knee-jerk reaction to slap the window. Right?
How is this?
And you haven't brought it up in 2 days.
How is this all about you? You're not telling them how cool as a cucumber the kid was.
You were. And I thanked you. And then later, after we had dinner, I thanked him again. He said, stop bringing it up. He said, I'm just stop bringing it up. I said, okay, I'm not going to bring it up anymore. But
I was just trying to think of examples of
how much I appreciate you not losing your temper with me. And now he brings it up on the podcast.
I was just trying to think of examples of things that are really screwed up. And that was one that came to mind.
I thought you let it go.
I have.
Now, if it doesn't peel or anything worse, it's just going to be 2 little dots in your window.
It'll be
But
fine.
Every time you look to your right to see if
fine.
oncoming traffic's coming, you'll be like, there's those damn dots.
It's just like, it's the first time you get a door ding on a brand new car. You're like, God, that sucks. But then after 6 months, a year, it's like, you don't care, right?
I appreciate you having that attitude. I don't appreciate you bringing it up on the podcast. But it is what it is.
It's what it is.
It scared me.
But here's the deal. If there had not been any glass in that window,
I would have popped you in the face.
You'd have knocked me out.
I would have popped you because you scared me.
I'd have been laying on the ground, on the cement, in the prone position.
You can't be mad at the person that you're attempting to frighten when they react in a violent way.
And Kellie,
some people flail. Some people, pass out.
Flail.
Some people drop to the ground.
Kellie was so oblivious. I mean, imagine her sitting in the passenger seat of my truck. As she said, she's on her phone. And I am literally, my head is 6 inches away from where her head is. And I'm just looking at her like, she doesn't notice I'm here. So I get further and further
and creepier
and further,
and creepier,
almost to where my head is by the rear view mirror.
And creepy.
I'm that far forward doing my
creepy face,
creepy dead eyes, great white shark eyes face. At which point she saw me, panicked, and then took a swing at me.
Isn't that the weirdest thing? I know I'm not the only one where somebody scares you and you pause a beat and then you react. Isn't that the weirdest thing? I think your brain takes a minute to catch up or your body takes a minute to catch up. I don't know what that is. Have you ever had that delayed reaction? It's the weirdest sensation.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
I know what you're saying.
Like my baby brother, Ryan. Oh, he's scaring me right now. And then it kicks in. It's the weirdest.
We're getting a lot of great comments from our live studio audience.
About what?
Well, a lot are saying that when somebody puts 2 tiny little marks on your brand new truck's tint job with their platinum ring, first world problem.
It is a first world
problem. First world problem.
That's what I said.
That's one comment. The other is not Kellie's fault.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
But
I was really happy that Alan didn't get really mad at me. But obviously it runs deeper than I realized.
It does. Runs really deep, as does the content of this podcast.
Really? What have we got coming up tonight? Now that we've gotten the messy stuff out of the way.
Well, we've had a lot of people ask about cutting the cable. And we've just quickly mentioned it. We're going to go into a little more detail about the streaming services we have, why we picked them, how much they cost, and how much we're saving.
Because we got a lot, but we're still saving a lot.
That's what we're going to do. That's one thing we're going to do.
And we've got so much stuff, we're not even watching it all.
We've got so much, we might have to kill some of it.
Yeah, it's just like we're spitballing. It's like you want all of it, but then it's like, okay, what do we really... I don't know.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. Kellie claps back. It was a big weekend. In fact, a couple of them happened, and Kellie was saying, no, don't say that one. Honey, come on.
Out of context, they sound horrible. Y'all have to understand, I'm teasing, and Alan knows I'm teasing.
These are juicy.
And half of my clapbacks are just agreeing with him. Alan will say something, and I'll agree with him, and suddenly he's like, oh, and he pulls out his phone and starts taking notes. Literally, he takes notes on his phone when I clap back. He has a whole folder for Kellie claps back.
Do we like me? Not like
that would be me, I guess.
An administrative assistant, but like on a board, you have a secretary that kind of,
takes notes. That's me.
Keeps track of stuff.
I can't remember stuff though, honey, unless I write it.
No, I'm talking about a listener. I bet we do, Andrea Gullidge. I bet we have a listener that keeps track of a lot of different things. I hope there's somebody out there who's keeping track, Andrea Gullidge, of all the Kellie claps back punchlines. Like you belched from the balls up, and
Why aren't you keeping them? You have your
notes. Sweaty ass on the white couch. I can't even remember them all.
Don't you have them in your notes?
Yeah, I think I have them in my notes. But at the end of this year, this will give us something to look forward to. At the end of 2021, we're going to go through all the Kellie claps back punchlines in order.
Well, somebody can make that their mission starting now.
Andrea Gullidge. So
why are you putting her on the spot like that?
Because Andrea keeps track of everything. One of our very, very best customers. And then we have a lot of correspondence this year. Just more correspondence to share.
Alan said he was going to read more listener mail. I was like, we've done that like the last several.
Well, what should I do? Ignore the listener?
I know, but I'm just like, I thought we did it for special occasions. But hey, if they're writing, they obviously have questions or needs to comment, and let's do it.
They want to, They want to engage. They want fellowship.
Well, I think we should start taking phone calls. We can do that.
1-800-EAT.
No, but I think we have.
We need a vanity number. 1-800-EAT.
Well, we don't, but we have the capability to make phone calls.
Stop talking. I don't know how to do it.
We've done it before. We interviewed Patrick. You just forgot.
Yeah, I know how to.
We can learn again.
I could probably figure it out.
We'll get to all of that and a whole heck of a lot more.
Yes.
But first, this. We can do everything online these days, everything, and then have it all delivered straight to your door. Well, how about your prescriptions delivered right to your door with Amazon Pharmacy? Were you aware of Amazon Pharmacy? I wasn't until now, and I'm so excited. No more waiting in line at the pharmacy because that is a complete beating. Instead, you have your doctor's office send your next prescription straight to Amazon Pharmacy. They work with most insurance plans across the country. Plus, if you are an Amazon Prime member, as we are, You can get free 2-day delivery and save on prescription medication when you pay without insurance. And not everybody has it, right? It doesn't take long to sign up for Amazon Pharmacy, only about 5 minutes, and it is worth it because you are standing in line a heck of a lot longer than that. And seriously, it took me no time at all. You can request your prescription by contacting your prescriber, or they can do it for you. That's the option I always choose. Y'all do it for me. And then you place your order. It's so easy. Amazon Pharmacy coordinates with your doctor to receive your prescriptions right at your door. And I'm going to tell you what, the older I get, the more prescriptions I get. And I am so excited, Alan, because my pharmacy, they did what they can to make it convenient with the drive-through option. I sit in line in the drive-through longer than I sit when I go inside. It's crazy. Amazon Pharmacy, I'm so excited to have discovered them.
Amazon Prime members can save on prescription medication when not using insurance and get free 2-day delivery. Learn more at amazon.com/sandwichrx. Okay, sandwichrx. That's a new one. SANDWICHRX. That's Amazon, AMAZON.com/sandwichrx. One more time for good measure, babe. Amazon.com/sandwichrx.
Just another convenience. Love it.
We love convenience.
We do.
So we didn't mention one of the things I wanted to talk about was we had a big Netflix binge day on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday. So on the day of Sunday, the holy day of Sunday, we decided to watch
the Lord's Day.
Yeah, the Lord's Day. We decided to watch a series on Netflix about some deviltry. The Night Stalker.
The Night Stalker.
Yes, the Night Stalker.
He was obsessed with Satan.
About Richard Ramirez, who was a serial killer in the 80s in Los Angeles.
Yes, and apparently a huge sex symbol. Had a lot of groupies. He was a mass murderer and a child rapist. And he still had women who were just, and I told Alan, I said, he had beautiful bone structure. He was tall. He could have been a model. He was really handsome. But he's a child rapist and a murderer. I'm sorry. That negates everything. And still had women. And even my daughter, when I told her what we were binging, she said, a lot of my friends thinks he's really hot.
That is so wheels off. That is so unstable.
It's because fame automatically makes somebody attractive despite of what they've done. It's crazy.
That is wheels off.
But if you haven't watched it, The Night Stalker, it's trending around right now on Netflix. You know, Alan and I aren't usually early to the game. We're just now trying to watch, what is it? The
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. We're just now trying to watch that. It's been off the air for 20 years practically. The Night Stalker was good. We were only going to watch a couple episodes, but then we were hooked and we're like, let's just go ahead and watch all 4. Each one's about 45 minutes long.
Mm-hmm. Worth watching. You know, I looked at the Rotten Tomatoes. It didn't get great reviews.
A lot of people were saying it was too gory and too bloody.
Well, they showed some of the crime scenes.
A lot of the crime scenes, and they did some reenactment because obviously they didn't have the technology to show everything that we saw watching it. But
they showed actual crime scenes.
They did. They showed some of the actual victims.
But
that's so sad.
It's if you like true crime, it's worth watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, I didn't realize. See, this was going on when I was in junior high, and then he went to trial when I was in high school. So I kind of remember it.
I don't remember it at all. It was the year after I graduated high school. So I guess I was just so self-absorbed. But as we are when we were freshmen in college.
This dude was so freaking evil and wheels off. He's right up there. I was telling Kellie, I think he's right up there with Jeffrey Dahmer and Bundy and Gacy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was vile, evil, nasty.
There was no rhyme or reason. You know, a lot of times there were patterns that, you know, certain serial killers or whatever had, but he really didn't have any. It didn't matter. There were certain things that were similar, but it was just random choices, letting some people live, others he didn't.
And then, you know, the thing I think I was telling Kellie too, in my opinion, what fascinates people about serial killers, I think, it's like, how in the hell could somebody do that? And how did they get that way?
How do you get to that point?
So I did some Wikipedia research after we finished the series on Richard Ramirez, and there are some things that they didn't tell in the series about him. One, I was telling Kellie, one was he started doing drugs when he was 10. Okay. He got into drugs at a really young age. He had a cousin when he was growing up that was like a father figure to him because his dad beat him.
Yeah, very abusive father. We knew that.
Yeah, we knew that. But he had this cousin that he looked up to, and this cousin of his served in Vietnam and would show Richard Ramirez, he would show his younger cousin pictures of dead bodies and women he had raped and just this awful stuff.
Yeah, and he's idolizing. This is the cousin I idolize,
right?
Or uncle, whatever.
And then apparently he witnessed his older cousin shoot his wife in the face. All these things he saw as a child.
Yeah.
You know? So when you go back and you think about that, you're like, man, how could that guy grow up and not be screwed up? You know?
Yeah, but then he got into satanic worship and things like that. It was just really, it's intense. It's not for everybody. I suggest watching it during daylight hours if you're going to watch it. But I thought it was a good documentary. It really made me appreciate detective work in the 80s and even before that, when they didn't have access to all the technology.
Yeah.
It was just hunches, gut instinct,
footprints,
and how the
fingerprints,
and the relationship between the media and the police, and how contentious that is. How a reporter basically blackmailed them into giving her a scoop because she's like, I've got this information and I'm going to release it, which would have blown the entire case. But she's like, give me an exclusive interview, you know? And it's like, was she smart to do that? Was she horrible to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that's got to sleep with that at night. But it was just really, really interesting stuff. So we do recommend The Night Stalker, but you need to have a stomach for it because they do show some crime scene photos.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it is interesting,
I'll
like
give
you
it
said.
thumbs
And they
up,
do show, because when he went to trial, all the women, they showed pictures and letters of the women that would send him topless photos and normal looking women, like, here's the painting I painted for you. And, you know, just these normal looking people and not normal looking people who were obsessed with him. And the thing is, the Night Stalker, because, you know, when you're sentenced to death or whatever, you're automatically appeal. He died from cancer.
Yeah.
He didn't even get the death. I mean, he didn't even make it to the death penalty. He died from cancer, which is, so, I mean, I don't know how anybody listening feels about the death penalty, but it's like, what it just feels like, didn't feel like the right ending.
Right. It was almost like that was a merciful ending for him.
Yeah. And he showed no mercy to anyone else.
He never, ever expressed remorse or regret for anything. Nothing. So
it was a shame. It was a shame what happened. But, you know, just the police work, you know, just to get to meet the heroes that tracked him down was really interesting. But we're into true crime stuff. You know, that's what I enjoy in a weird way.
That makes
most women do. It's the weirdest thing. Like we were talking months ago about true crime podcasts. Women are the number one audience for the true crime podcast.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Because I love true crime. I mean,
yeah, but
you'd
rather listen to politics than anything else.
Well, not true.
What do you listen to?
I don't listen to any politics now.
On the podcast, you listen to the pundits.
Who
do you listen to?
Kind of given up on that. I'm not listening to a lot of podcasts now. No.
Besides the Sandwiches from Lovin.
No,
and Love Letters to Kellie.
It's kind of hard to get through sometimes.
And Love Letters to Kellie.
Yeah, Love Letters to Kellie.
You're saying our podcast is hard to get through?
I'm kidding. One of the guys is. Okay. Let's see. Do you want to do that or do you want to keep going?
Whatever you want to do, honey. I'll let you control this one.
Yeah, why don't you do that, and then we'll do some Kellie Clapbacks.
You know, for Valentine's Day, I surprised Alan at Christmas, and I'm giving him a trip to Nashville because he's gotten really into like country stuff and Stetsons and the vests and stuff. And a big part of his passion has been with backcountry.
I love Backcountry.
Backcountry.com.
Great brands at Backcountry.
Discovered them, you know, through our own podcast. You know, we discover a lot of these things we tell you about when they come to us and say, hey, we're interested in advertising with your podcast. We're like, well, you know, we want to feel good about what we're sharing with our audience. And Alan just fell in love. We tried, with this past year, I tried giving Alan a haircut. I'm not an expert hair cutter. We've all tried, a lot of us having to teach our children at home. We now realize how much we depend on expert teachers. Well, that's the same thing with backcountry. You might say, you know what, I want to go out there and I want to experience the great outdoors. I want to go fly fishing. It's been a bucket list dream of mine, or go RVing, out hiking or whatever. But where do you turn to? Well, you turn to backcountry.com, because they have what nobody else has. They have former Olympians who are on standby 24/7. You can call, you can email, you can chat with them, and they will give you expert advice about whatever it is you want to do. If you want to go fly fishing, they've got an expert gearhead who can tell you exactly what you need. If you want to go RVing, Alan.
Well, I needed some biking help.
I
needed some saddlebags for my bike, and I talked to one of the gearheads, and they told me exactly what I needed for my bike. I didn't know what was going to fit, and it was easy as that.
Yeah. And no matter what you want to do outdoors, even if it's a matter of, I'm not really an outdoorsy person, but I need a coat. What's the right coat? Because we live in Texas and we don't have a lot of freezing cold weather, but when it gets cold, it's cold. So what do I need to get? I'm telling you, they have a gearhead at backcountry.com who could help you with something as simple as picking out the perfect coat for you. And Alan,
I got a Patagonia vest and a Patagonia coat. I got a Stetson, and I got those aforementioned saddlebags for my bike.
Right. So if you want to be as happy as we are with our podcast sponsor, we're going to tell you how to do that now.
You go to backcountry.com/sandwich and enter the promo code sandwich to get 15% off your first full priced purchase. Some exclusions apply. So go right now and get 15% off at backcountry.com/sandwich and enter promo code sandwich. One more time, that's backcountry.com/sandwich. And don't forget to enter that promo code sandwich.
You're going to love it. And then go out there and conquer the great outdoors. Where are we going RVing? Have you decided yet?
No. See, that's the thing about RVing.
Maybe you need to call Backcountry and see if their gearhead can recommend a path.
Ad?
No, I'm just asking. I'm saying
you jump in the RV and you start driving.
No, we need to have some plan.
No, because we
got to stop at a campsite that has
campsite, plumbing. Walmart. There's your campsite, and Cracker Barrel. You ever get in a pit?
I don't think that's fair just to assume that every Walmart and Cracker Barrel is going to welcome us in their parking lot.
You can stop down at any Walmart or Cracker Barrel.
They're okay with that.
Yes.
They won't have any complaint.
No.
If you spend the night.
No.
Are you sure?
Now, I'm not saying that's the safest thing to do, but you can do it.
Are you sure?
Turn on the generator? Yes. Think about how much fun that's going to be. You and me in an RV in the middle of nowhere in a Walmart parking lot. Did you hear me, Cousin Cindy? Aunt Velma?
Stop it.
No, I'll come up with a plan.
Time is ticking.
Hey, I work good under pressure. Last time you were all over my ass about something, your engagement ring was in the trunk of my car. I may already have them.
Okay, so that's the last time I was on your ass about something. Then over 4 years ago was the last time I was on your ass about something. I think that's pretty good.
No, you're on my ass 10 minutes ago about something.
What?
I can't remember. It was
Think
something.
How important it was?
It was something. I was probably in the way in the kitchen or something.
Probably.
Okay. We're bringing it back to you.
Bring it back to me, babe.
Dear listener, good listener.
I thought you meant me.
Good customer. One of your favorite segments is called Kellie Claps Back. And if you're new to this podcast, this is because I have me, the kid, Walter A. Evans, A-Train, has an unfounded reputation for giving Kellie a hard time.
Unfounded?
Yes. I get misrepresented of giving you a hard time. Now,
I think perception is reality.
Yeah. Well, here's the reality. I see this on social media all the time. I see messages, I see DMs, and it goes something like this. Alan, you need to be nice to Kellie. I've been listening to Kid Crackboard show since 1623, okay? She ended up with a guy like you. Tell you what, you harm a hair on her pretty red head, I'm going to beat you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you give me their Instagram handle so I can thank them?
I'm going to beat you. I can't believe her, talk back to her.
I need to reach out to them.
You need to tone it down just a little bit.
Send them a gift basket.
And then my response is always, I'm sorry, I'm not living up to your expectations, but I appreciate the feedback. I will try to do better. Now, if you heard the way Kellie talks to me under this roof, you would be horrified. You would be mortified. And that birthed the bit called Kellie Claps Back. These are actual clapbacks in our everyday life, everyday scenarios.
Taken out of context.
Not taken out of context. These are things that actually happened. The first one happens in the master bathroom this weekend.
Oh no, I have no idea till I hear it with y'all.
I'm gonna set the scene. So happy-go-lucky AE is in the shower, and I'm in there. I'm freaking happier than a pig in slop, just soaping up. I'm like the Irish Spring commercial guy.
Taking forever.
Irish Spring.
Taking forever.
Taking showers among the leaves. I'm like in there just soaping up. It's hot and steamy, having a good time in the shower. I noticed Kellie, we have a glass shower, so she comes into the bathroom, and about this time I had finished up. So I'm drying off now, and she comes back into the bathroom. And she says, real beaten down, because when I take a shower, I just leave my underwear on the floor. And then when I'm done, I pick them up and put them in the dirty clothes. Okay. So I'm getting out of the shower. Kellie comes into the bathroom, real kind of beaten. Kellie, I brought your underwear back. Zoe got them.
I don't say it that beaten down. I'm like, Zoe got your underwear again.
Alan, AE. Oh, Zoe's so cute. She's so funny. Why does she do that, do you think, babe? Kellie, because they have your funky ass smell on them.
I did say that because I got your funky ass smell. I did say that. I forgot. I didn't say that. Well, that's why. That's why dogs go for your underwear. They smell like your ass.
Clap.
That was good.
Yeah, okay.
That's not a clapback. That's what you asked and I answered.
I guess your husband smells. I don't know what to say. I'm just reading what you said. You'll have to explain what you meant.
That was a good one. I thought it was funny. That was harmless.
Okay. That was the first one. Because they have your funky ass smell on them. So I immediately
rebuttal, pun intended.
I ran to my phone and started typing in what I heard. Okay. I might have been the same day, but the second clapback happened in Allen, Texas, which is a suburb not far from Plano, Texas, because we went to go see my son Dylan play a basketball game. And we took my truck. I have a Chevrolet truck, and my truck I'm just making a visual scene for you, painting a visual picture. My truck is a black Chevrolet, and on the license plate, I have a vanity plate, and it says A-Train. Yeah. A-Train. Okay. So Kellie and we watched Dylan's game. They won. It was a fun game, and we're walking out. And this is a weekend where we don't have the kids. So, Kellie and I left without Dylan. So the first thing that happened was there was an elderly couple that basically ran. They
were running.
Oh, they sprinted they must have had somewhere to go.
They had somewhere to be. They were late.
Yeah.
They were running.
Right. So
I was afraid they were going to fall and break it. They were older.
Yeah.
They were running.
They had to be in their late 70s.
Yeah, they were running.
So they're pulling out backwards, and I'm like running to get out of the way because they were
in a hurry.
Yeah, in a hurry. So Kellie and I both kind of jog to get out of the way of that car. That was the first thing we avoided. But then we both come up to my truck, and I had we were running a little bit late for the game. So
we're always late.
Oh yeah. So I pretty much just pulled into a parking spot and just left it. And Kellie and I ran inside into the gym. So I noticed when we came out to the truck, I was all cattywampus. I was hogging 3 spots.
Yeah.
Alan. Oh, look at this parking job. My truck is parked all cattywampus, babe. Kellie, maybe your license plate should say A-hole.
instead of a train. That was pretty good, though. You thought it was funny.
Well, you said I smelled, and then a couple hours later, you said my license plate should say a hole. It speaks for itself. Your clapbacks speak for themselves.
That was a good one, though.
You don't deny these.
Because you took up 3 parking spaces.
You don't deny these.
That I'm not denying. I did say that.
Okay, well, there they are.
You know, those people that take up 3 spots, you want to go key their car. You're not going to do it because you're a law-abiding citizen. But what are you thinking? You're a jerk.
But here's the deal. I agree. People that park like that are jerks.
We were parked to the back of a parking lot.
This is a school parking
There was
lot.
nobody else
There were maybe 20 cars in the entire school, and I was way out.
Yeah, that's right. You weren't keeping anybody from getting a spot.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That was still pretty good, though.
Which part?
The a-hole part. That was pretty good.
Well, awesome. Now I'll go to the. Where do I go? The courthouse. I'll go to the DMV.
You think they would let you change that?
I don't think so. I'll go to the DMV and change it.
I don't think they'll let you do that.
What about A and then dash WHOLE? Like a hole.
Why would you do that?
Just to, I don't know.
A train. All right. Well, there you go. Is that it?
That's it. Yeah. Well, 2 in 1 week or like 1 day. That's pretty good.
You're welcome.
So I don't want to hear it, listener. Good customer listener, that I'm too hard on Kellie.
Well, they don't have to hear behind the scenes because you're bold enough to do it on the podcast.
Not true. I never say things like that. I would never say something so crude. All right, babe. You want to?
A lot of fun.
You want to do some of our letters here?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay. We've got she's got a lot of questions for us. Maybe this will encourage some discussion.
All right.
All right. This first letter is from Nat, not GNAT.
Like Natalie.
Nat. NAT. Happy Friday. So this was just written a few days ago. First of all, you can refer to me as Nat. I'm an OG listener of the podcast and a fan of Kellie.
Thank you.
Since the 1800s, around the time just before Kellie was pregnant.
Thank you.
I'm in DFW, kind of country, enjoy pop culture, and I love Jesus. Smiley face. I had my children by unconventional means, so relate to Kellie's time of infertility. I thank you both for a hilarious podcast. That gets people through work, chores, and the pandemic. I've thought about writing, and I'm finally doing that.
All right.
First time, long time here, babe.
Thank you, Nat.
Kellie, have you heard of the Seamless Bible Study? It covers the Bible and connects the dots, like from the Old to New Testament, etc. I'm not a scholar, but had low expectations growing up in church. It blew me away. It's easy to follow, holds your interest, and will connect things that will truly wow you.
I have not.
Okay.
But I will make a note of that because right now I'm doing the Bible recap podcast. So we're reading the Bible in chronological order, but there's no reason I can't do a companion thing. So I will absolutely, have Alan hand me your email so I can look that up.
Someone was asking what the app is to use. It's a
podcast. It's Bible recap. I think people think app because recap rhymes with app, but it may be an app. I don't know, but it's the Bible recap podcast. And every day I just look at the title of the show and it'll tell me what chapters I'm supposed to read. It's usually like 3 chapters, maybe 4. And so I read the chapters and then I listen to the podcast, which is less than 10 minutes, sometimes about 5 or 6 minutes. And she just basically goes back over what you just read and gives you, her takeaway from it. And I was talking to my brother who is he's a minister. And I was telling him, Ryan, I am learning things, and I grew up in the church and I grew up in a Christian school, and I'm reading these passages and some stuff still kind of going over my head. And then Tara comes back and I'm like, that's what that meant? I had no idea. And I've been reading that passage over and over and over. For instance, the whole story of Sodom and Gomorrah, how the angels went in and said, we're going to wipe out Sodom and Gomorrah. And they were like, well, if you can just find 10 good people you can spare. And they couldn't find 10 good people. So when the angels went in the town to visit Lot, and all the men of the town came to the door and started banging on the door and said, bring out those men so we can know them. I thought they just wanted to get to know them. Alan, they wanted to have sex with the angels.
Whoa.
Right? I had never read it that way. And you know what Lot did? Lot said, because Lot knew they were angels, he's like, no, don't take them. Here, take my daughters instead. They've never been with a man. He was willing to give up, and I knew that part. He was willing to give up his virgin daughters to the townspeople to have their way with them to protect the angels. But I never knew that that's what that meant. They were like, we want to know them. If you do the translation, they wanted to have sex with the angels.
How do you have sex with an angel?
Well, apparently when they come down to human form, they're apparently very beautiful.
Oh.
Anyway, this is like little things like that. I was like, wow, I never knew that.
So they were
So anyway, just little things like that. But then she also gives you her takeaway, like what's your God shot? Tara Lee Cobble calls it your God shot. And it's something that she takes with her that she pulls out of it. And I'm like, oh, that's good. That's not necessarily what always I get out of it, but it's like, oh, okay, I can see that too. Anyway, the Bible recap podcast.
So they're not priestesses.
Who? What?
The angels when they come down into human form. No. Remember it in what was the city my dad was telling us about?
No, that was the Catholic preacher talking. No, that's different.
Oh, yeah, they had the priestesses in that
Yeah,
city.
he was saying they were like women who entertained the men.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
And that city was lewd.
Yeah.
Okay. She says, here's another question. Have y'all found a church? We moved from your area, and when we were there, Citizens Church was fantastic, genuine people, down-to-earth vibe, great worship, and solid, thought-provoking preaching.
I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of that either. Okay. I remember when Kid passed, my heart just broke for y'all. Those initial shows were raw, and I admired the cast's bravery and perseverance. I know y'all were devastated and went through a lot, but y'all overcame. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you. That was hard.
Alan, I don't agree with your cursing and the lewdness, but I like you, man. You're real and endearing and pretty funny.
There you go.
Just a little warm fuzzy.
Yes.
A little warm fuzzy.
Love you, but don't do that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to keep doing it. Kellie married you, so I imagine you're awesome. It was cool to hear the right man showed up in her life. Thank you, Nat. This is not a year I'd want to join your vacation, but I imagine it will be amazing. Maybe one day my hubby or family and I will check you out at Oat. Your banter is great, by the way. You do you.
Very nice.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Nat. Nat wants your thoughts on The Bachelor.
Well, unfortunately, I did not watch it tonight. It's really hard because Alan likes to record the podcast on Monday nights instead of Sunday nights because Sunday nights was interfering with his football. And I'm like, well, Monday nights interferes with my Bachelor.
No. Sunday night interferes with the kids.
And the football.
There's
stuff
no football.
Too.
I didn't watch any football this year.
I know we didn't this year, but anyway, yeah, so I'm kind of like late on it. My whole thing with The Bachelor this season with Matt is he kisses with his eyes open and it creeps me out.
Ew.
That's the only thing. Otherwise.
He's a peeper.
Oh, it's so gross. Alan, I thought the first time he did it, I was like, oh, that's just like a fluke.
Is he a peeper and a smacker?
Every time. The smacking, I haven't really noticed as much as the eyes are always open and it's
so
gross.
Creepy.
But yeah, so I always watch it late. I don't even know what's happening tonight.
Okay, good. Yeah, she has a lengthy letter, but she says she wants to check out The Chosen, and she also got her dad a bug assault gun for Christmas.
Yay, big hit, right?
Which she heard on our podcast.
Big hit.
Find those on Amazon, and she finishes off. She signs off saying, "I'm going to put an egg in my shoe and beat it."
Thank you, Nat.
Take care, Nat. Okay, we're going to follow up that long letter with a short one. This one's from one of our very, very best customers and winner of the Living Spaces gift card.
Great.
Kara Gafford says, I miss the old A train. Love you guys.
What does that mean?
The couple of podcasts there where I was really toning it down.
I
think she panicked and thought that I was going to do every podcast like that.
Oh, she sent that letter in too soon.
Yeah. Yep. This next one's from Chase. Remember my man Chase emailed us a while back? He had the subject. I put Alan's name so he'll notice this. Alan, my man, and Kellie. I heard my letter on the podcast and I was caught a little off guard. I honestly forgot I sent y'all an email with the holidays and everything. As far as ammo, you're right. It's incredibly hard to find. I was at Academy and realized they have pretty much given up on even trying to stock it. They had folding lawn chairs on the shelves where the ammo usually is. About the only place you can find it is online. Gunbroker.com and bulkammo.com for you guys out there, listeners who want ammo. Those are some
little handy dandy tip.
Those are some resources for you. And he says he wants to help me sight in my rifle, my pig rifle.
Okay.
So
Pig?
Pig.
Oh, pig.
Hog.
You're hunting pig?
Hog. Pig. You know, oink, oink.
Yeah. Because we're out of meat that you killed. Oh, you got meat, but not meat that you killed.
Oh, we finished that a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. You finished it. I wouldn't touch it.
Why?
I have no
That's
problem
free
eating.
range,
I
man.
know. I have no problem eating meat. It's just I couldn't eat what Alan killed. I just couldn't do it.
It's free range. Okay. This next one's from Kim. Subject Densetsu. About a month ago, I picked up the site of our first date. About a month ago, I picked up Densetsu and noticed that they are open to seating up to about 50% now. I just want to let you know.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Also, I work near Oaked. Our office was having a small party, and I recommended we pick up food from Oaked. It was great.
Yay.
We enjoyed it thoroughly. We will definitely be going back soon. Your biggest fan, Kim.
Yeah. Alan and I, our first date, we met on Bumble, was at a sushi place called Densetsu. I don't eat sushi, but I eat California rolls. And so the first couple years, we recreated our first date. And this year we did not do it. We forgot about it too. It's just with the coronavirus and everything's thrown off. The next year we'll do it, babe, because next year, well, this would have been the 5th year anniversary of our first date. We missed it.
Well, we can still do it. Just late.
No, we just missed the 5th year anniversary. That was a special one.
Sorry, babe. Probably on me.
Probably
my fault.
Probably.
This next one is from Yana. Yana says, tell those complainers to put an egg in their shoe. Kellie and Alan, longtime listener here of the Kidcratic Morning Show, nationally syndicated. And I would like to also believe, too, that I would fall into your best customer category. I'm working back through all your episodes for the second time.
Whoa. Are you sure?
I'm finding that since I listen at work, I miss some good content along the way. You know, think about that. We're almost to episode 300. So that means if she's doing that, 600 episodes.
Wow.
Woo!
That's very, very kind.
We need to do something for her. I seriously don't know how people can't listen to y'all. I feel like I know both of you and literally sit in my office laughing to myself when Alan's voice changes to speak uncomfortable phrases. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you do. Quit playing dumb.
And I love that Kellie speaks her mind. I'm a lot like that too. And I believe I'm not for everyone either, Kellie. In fact, I'm a few doors down. I feel pretty certain a few doors down, I feel pretty certain one of my coworkers doesn't like how opinionated I am. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We make it work, but I'm not scheduling to go have drinks with her after work. That's for sure. Yeah.
That's the thing. You don't have to like everybody and everybody doesn't have to like you, but everybody just has to be polite and get along. That's it, you know? You don't have to be friends with everybody.
So for all those complainers, no one is making them listen. They might need, I can't read tonight. I can't.
And I'm the one drinking.
I can't read tonight. I say they might need to listen to Alan and put an egg in their shoe and beat it. Keep doing what you do. I seriously love you both desperately. Yana.
Oh,
thank you.
Yana.
Thank you, Yana. Appreciate you. Love you desperately. Well, why don't we do a little bit of that?
Gets to some
Why don't
more.
we do it, and we'll bring it home for Jerome with our streaming stuff.
What have Alan and I been talking about since almost the day we began this podcast? We don't need a king size bed. We're in love. And plus, I take up so little space, right? Every time we tell people that the two of us and our big selves sleep in a queen size bed, their jaws would drop. Well, we finally did it, babe. We upgraded.
We finally did it.
We upgraded.
We finally
to a king
did it.
Size mattress.
And it is heaven.
It is. We were like, what's the big deal? What could possibly be the big deal? Well, I'll tell you the difference is we went with not just any mattress. We went with Helix.
Helix?
Yes. We've been hearing about Helix. You know, I especially listen to a lot more podcasts than Alan does. And some of the hosts that I love and I trust their opinions, they're like, we sleep on a Helix. So Alan, you were the one, I said, honey, be the man here. And you went online and you took the quiz.
I took the sleep quiz. I did it online. It prompted
about
me
2 minutes.
Yeah, it prompted me for some basic information: height, weight, how do you like to sleep, what are your preferences, and it spit out, gave me a Helix recommendation.
Yeah, we went with the dusk mattress. That's what it recommended for us because Alan said, we want something kind of medium and firm. We don't want too soft of a mattress. I sleep on my side, bunched up in a little ball. Alan, you sleep on your side, but also on your back a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
And with me, I flip over violently during the night, as Alan will attest. When I flip over, I flip over.
The sheets are moving and
But our mattress doesn't move. It is like the most incredible thing. Alan, the first night, he came and did a running jump into bed. It's like I could have been drinking a glass of wine. I wouldn't have spilled a drop.
Solid.
It was great, but it's also got the right amount of softness. We wake up feeling, it was like really crazy. Plus they give you, you have so many nights to sleep on it to see how you're going to feel with it. But we wake up feeling really good.
Well, you know what I've noticed is my arms and my shoulders, they don't fall asleep anymore.
Yeah. And I used to sleep, and if I'd sleep just a little bit too long, my lower back would start hurting. And I thought it's just because I'm laying in bed too long. No, I was sleeping on the wrong mattress. But now that we found Helix, we're getting the right support. We're falling asleep quicker. We're not waking each other up, tossing and turning all night. And if you're looking for a mattress and you're like, I don't know if I want to go online, I'm telling you, you can trust Helix mattresses. They have a 10-year warranty. You get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. And sometimes, it does take a couple of nights to sleep on it, because after that first night, it was so different from what we were used to. We're like, I don't know if we're going to.
But I love it. I'm not sending this one back.
3 or 4 nights, and we were like, that's it. We are sold.
Yeah.
And if you don't, for some reason, if you're like, I'm not sure this is right for me, Helix will even pick it up for you, but you're going to love it. There's no worries about that at all.
And Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/sandwich. That's Helix, HELIXSLEEP.com/sandwich for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows.
And just go to the website and take the sleep quiz if you're just curious. That's helix.com/sandwich. It's not an obligation to buy a mattress, but you might be really surprised by what you find out.
Yeah.
We love it.
Really do. Love the
spread out.
Love the space too.
Yeah.
Everybody would say we sleep on a queen. You guys sleep on a queen?
Big.
Oh, how do you guys fit on a queen?
But I still sleep in a little ball.
A little tiny ball.
You got even more room.
I purposely last night, we're done with the ad, but I purposely last night like starfished out and I couldn't reach you. I was like starfished out. I'm like, well, is she in bed? I don't know. Is she over there? I don't know.
I'm big.
Oh, yeah.
But I sleep in a little ball.
You've mentioned that.
Tiny ball.
All right.
Like a little hedgehog.
Yes. Let's see here. Why don't we? Okay. Well, so one of our listeners says, this is my man, Shane. And Shane said, hey, guys, I'm an avid listener. I listened to Kellie for 156 years on the nationally syndicated.
Y'all can all stop with that.
This is a great bit, guys. And you need to keep doing it because I love this. It brings joy to my heart that this is propagated throughout the nation. I listened to Kellie for 156 years on the nationally syndicated Kid Craddock Morning Show. I'm also a listener to the Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast, not to mention Love Letters to Kellie.
Thank you.
Very
nice. That's out every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central. Love Letters to Kellie.
Wow. Yeah.
What's wrong with me doing a little cross promotion?
There's not at all with Robert Ehrman, too.
Robert Ehrman.
Stop talking. Y'all are hilarious. The way Alan changes his voice cracks me up every time. I don't know what they're talking about. This is my first time emailing. As the subject line says, I'm wanting to cut the cord. Also, I currently have AT&T Uverse for about 5 years, and I've been thinking about cutting the cord a little over a year now. I don't have all the streaming services you have, but YouTube TV has caught my eye. What was your method to decide on cutting the cord? Any info would greatly be appreciated. Grateful listener, Shane.
Well, we could take the rest of the podcast answering this. This is a lot of people, I'm sure, considering this.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of information for you.
Well, here's the first thing I wanted to say about this. I did a little survey on my Instagram stories because I was just curious. I got all our hardware, all our equipment after I called them and canceled and put it in a box, and they send me a prepaid envelope. And we use DirecTV. Okay, I'll just say we use DirecTV. DirecTV sent me a prepaid FedEx label, and I just take it to a FedEx store and ship it back. Okay?
That's easier than it used to be.
Yeah, no problem.
Used to be you had to go haul your butt up there and find a place to drop it all off.
Right, no problem. So I just took a picture of that box with all the cable stuff in there. I posted it in my stories, and I did a survey. How many of you stream, and how many of you have cable. And I was blown away. 3 out of 4 people stream. And that's just my audience, but we're late to the game.
Yeah, because you've been talking about it for a long time.
I've been talking about it for years.
But, you know, it's a little scary. It's like, once we do this, are we going to like it? Are we going to watch the stuff we want to watch? And
So we always have had Netflix. And we recently got Disney Plus because of the Mandalorian. Well, about a year ago, we got Disney Plus because
just for the Mandalorian.
Just for the Mandalorian, basically. And then around late December, we got Peacock because we wanted to watch The Office.
Yeah, we tried binging it
Too
over
much.
Christmas and we just couldn't make it. So Alan's like, he was really loving it. And did we get like a week free?
Like 3 days free.
And we just said, screw it, we'll just keep it.
Yeah. And then I think we've always had Amazon Prime through our Prime membership.
Yeah.
Well, it's not through our Prime membership, actually. You pay for your Prime membership, and then if you want Prime movies, there's another charge for that. So I believe we have that through.
Do we? I thought we just had Amazon Prime.
Through your Prime membership.
I have the movies too.
Yeah, or I do. One of the two of us has movies.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah. And then we just about a week ago signed up for YouTube TV.
Yeah, because we were like, well, we want to cut the cord, but we want to be able to watch live TV, like The Bachelor tonight, which I cannot watch. But we haven't figured out. I don't know if we can record, but then after it airs, you can go back and watch it.
You totally can.
I can record it, or it's just going to be there.
No, you can record it.
Like, I don't need to record it because it's going to be there, right? No? I don't know. I have to figure that part out. We're still very, very new, so we don't have all the answers. But yeah, I want to be able to watch certain things live, and Alan wants to watch certain sports games live. Local news, if you want to watch it live, how do you do that? You can't do that on Disney Plus, but you can with YouTube Live, which is the most expensive. YouTube TV, which is the most expensive of the streaming, right?
Yeah, so
we have at least.
It's about $67 a month. Our package. It, like Kelly said, we wanted live entertainment, live sports is kind of what I wanted. We get channels that we watched before on cable, like Fox News, Bravo, HGTV. Okay, Amazon Prime. We mentioned we don't really watch that very much.
Yeah, that's the thing I told Alan. I said, we really need to look at that because I know like Jack Ryan is on there, the guy that was on The Office, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. There's all these shows that are supposed to be on that are really good. We're just not watching them.
Disney Plus, we mentioned.
But how much is it?
Because of The Mandalorian. I'll go into that in just a second.
Okay.
Netflix, we watch all the time.
Yeah.
We use Netflix a lot.
A lot.
That's the best value we have, I think. Peacock. So, and then we also have Apple TV Plus. Now, this is confusing if you're not, it was confusing to me because I'm late to the game. But if you're not real familiar with streaming terminology and technology, there's a little device called an Apple TV. And it's this little box. And you hook it up to your TV, and it allows you to.
It's literally about the size of a deck of cards. It's not much bigger than that.
It's tiny, but it's like one of these hardware devices that allows you to stream stuff to your TV. So you can stream stuff through your Apple TV box to your TV, or some TVs will you can download apps on the TV, and you can watch programming through the TV while it's connected to your Wi-Fi. Okay, so there's a couple different ways you can do that. But Apple has a streaming platform, content platform called Apple TV Plus. That's confusing to me. So Apple TV Plus, I believe you have to have the Apple TV to watch it. I don't know if there's an app for that, like on a Samsung TV, if there's an app for that. Anyway, we also have Apple TV Plus because we got a year free because we have an iPhone. We both have iPhones.
Yeah, if you buy any Apple product, I don't know if it counts like with EarPods or whatever, you get a free year of Amazon TV Plus. So why not, right?
Apple TV Plus.
What did I say?
Amazon TV. That's okay.
Apple TV Plus.
Yeah. Apple
we
TV
have a
Plus.
lot going on here.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to make it simple. And then a friend of mine today, he knew we were going to talk about this. He said, hey, you might want to mention Pluto TV.
Never heard of it.
Pluto TV is free. Totally free. He said there's old movies and there's kind of interesting channels, like a 24-hour Price is Right channel. All they do is run Price is Right for 24 hours.
That's funny.
So Pluto TV
Never heard of it.
Okay,
is it an app?
Yeah, I don't know. He just told me about it today.
Google it.
Yeah.
Duck, go it.
Duck, go. Okay, so here's the bottom line, guys. We were paying about $180 for DirecTV, and we had a good package and HBO. We were paying about $180.
Which we didn't know we had until we canceled it. That could kick myself in the butt. But you have to rent each box.
That was one of the reasons I wanted to kill cable, because we had 4 or 5 cable boxes.
Right, because we have a TV in the living room, a
Right.
TV in our bedroom, a TV in Emma Kelly's room. We have the movie room, where we watch, the big movie room that came with the house. And we have one more somewhere. But anyway, in your office.
Yeah.
Your office. So
yeah. So every one of those boxes, I was paying $10 a month. I mean, that's $40 a month to just rent boxes. And a lot of the TVs would go weeks without being watched.
Mhm.
So, we're just wasting money. Okay. So about $180 for my cable. Okay. So what we're paying now with our streaming services, we pay $67 for YouTube TV.
it's a lot, but
We pay $9, and this is per month, $9 a month for Amazon Prime,
which we're not sure we're watching.
$10 a month for Disney Plus, $14 a month for Netflix, $5 a month for Peacock. So that total is about $105 a month, which gives us a savings of about $73, $75 a month. So with all those streaming services, we're getting more programming. We're not renting boxes. Since we're streaming, it's not a waste to be renting a box, because if the TV's off, you're not, we're still watching this programming, mostly from the living room, though. Right?
Yeah, because we've got so many. Alan's got something for just the speakers and the woofer. I only know the controller for all the TV channels looks just like the one for the sound.
Are you befuddled?
Yeah, and I'm always picking up the wrong one. And then the Apple has its own
Apple TV.
Apple TV has its own device. So we have 3 different controllers. And I'm always like,
But you know
it's
what?
not second nature to me yet.
It's not to me either.
It will be.
We can get a universal remote.
It will become second nature to
But
me.
we can get one remote.
Okay, well, whatever.
Yeah,
but
we can.
I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes having to scroll through the YouTube live TV thing. We're scrolling, trying to find channels and what we want to watch. So that's a little confusing still too. There's got to be a way to set preferred channels on it. We haven't figured out.
Yeah.
But it's just so new. And, we don't watch that much TV. I'm really surprised how little TV we watch.
Yeah. I mean, news and sports is really, but I watch, we watched Night Stalker. I watch stuff. I like watching that stuff with you
that's
on
Netflix. I got Netflix. I figured that out.
And then The Office. That's one of the very few series that's got me hooked. I don't get hooked on many series. I love that Office though.
Breaking Bad, we're trying.
I'm just not hooked on it
We're
yet.
not, but Trey that I work with on the Kid Craddock Morning Show, he
National
said,
Syndicate.
give it to episode 6. He said, after episode 6, you'll be hooked. It's like,
well, Ozark had us hooked.
Ozark had us hooked right off the bat, but the last season kind of lost us.
The last season was slow.
But when it comes back, we're going to watch it because we have to see how it ends up. But just with Breaking Bad, we just can't get going with it. And I know y'all are like, oh my God, that's been off the air for 10 years. I know. We just can't, and we're still watching The Office.
So anyway, I hope that's helpful. That's what we use. And Kellie, she shared some of this on the radio. I thought some of these stats were pretty interesting. Americans are spending an average of $47 a month on streaming services. So we're spending
double that.
Which is up 24% from last April. 49% of Americans subscribe to 4 streaming services. 13% use 7 or more. So
And we're at 6, right?
Yeah. Netflix is number 1 with 81% saying they were subscribers. Then Amazon Prime Video is second at 65%, followed by Hulu.
We don't have that.
56%. Disney Plus at 47%. HBO Max at 22%.
Don't have that.
Peacock at 18%. And then Apple TV Plus at 14%. According to the study last year, 90% of people 18 to 34 are cutting the cord or have never paid for traditional TV service. Huh.
But they were saying Apple TV Plus has got a little problem because people are getting that free year. And then what are you going to do when your free year is up? And about a third of them said, we're not going to pay for it after that. And about a third of them said they would. And about a third of them said, we're not sure yet. So they better come with some really great content during this trial period to make people want to stay. But I think it's like a lot of us, we're just lazy. We forget what we sign up for. And we just keep paying for stuff. Like if we're paying for Amazon Prime movies and we're not even watching them.
Yeah.
It's like,
so we could kill $9 there.
Well, we got to figure it out because I keep hearing there's some good stuff on there. I just haven't bothered to look.
Well, let's look, and if we're paying for it, let's kill
it. If we're paying for an entire streaming service just to watch one show, which we're doing with Peacock and with Disney Plus, that's just to watch Mandalorian and just to watch The Office.
Well,
but then again, y'all, have y'all seen the Saved by the Bell reboot?
There you go.
I binged that the other day. I didn't mean to, but I binged the whole thing. I loved it. I thought it was really cute. But then again, my daughter, who's 14, I was like, have you seen the Saved by the Bell reboot? And she's like, I didn't get it. I was like, well, maybe you needed to watch the original. Maybe you need that little bit of nostalgia. But I thought it stood well on its own. I get it. She wouldn't get some of the older jokes because, Zach and Kellie are there and AC Slater and all that stuff. I thought it was fun. I had a great time watching it.
Yeah, every once in a while, the boys like to get Disney Plus, bring up Disney Plus, and watch old Star Wars movies, and I do too.
Yeah, and they're getting ready to come out with new content.
They're going to come out with all kinds of new stuff.
Yeah, so we're not getting rid of it.
No. Gotta have Disney Plus.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Okay, thanks, babe.
We'll sit with this for a minute.
Yeah.
And then we'll decide.
Yeah, we're really new to the game, but we just wanted to tell you what we did, and hey, we're saving a little dough.
Hopefully, it helps you make your decision.
We're saving some dough. That's a good thing. All right, babe. You got anything else?
No, I'm good.
Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we'll finish up.
We got to end some point.
No, we could just keep going.
No, we really need to.
Oh, okay. All right, babe. Well, this was fun. Had some fun stuff, had some buffoonery, but also some useful stuff.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Do you think?
Sure. Yeah. That whole cable stuff I thought was very, very interesting.
Okay, good.
As was Kellie's clapback.
You just
very helpful.
Yeah. You just love those.
I'm proud of myself. Well, sometimes I think they're taken out of context, but those right on the money.
Right on the money, huh?
Good stuff.
Funky ass smell. Your license plate should say a-hole.
Yeah. Good stuff. Quality content.
Well, I still love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately. But we'll podcast again real soon.
Like real soon.
Like the day after tomorrow. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. All right, fellers. Amazon Prime movies are included with your Amazon membership.
Yeah, that's why I was saying I don't think we're paying extra. I didn't want to correct you. It was like, I think it's all included.
It is? Because I went on there and it said $8.99. Maybe, see, we're still screwed up because we never combine our stuff after we got married. I have Amazon Prime. So does Kellie. I think Kellie has the movies, but when I went and checked, for me to do it, I thought it said that I had to pay another $8.99. I don't know. I'm confused on that part. I don't know. We probably said something wrong there, but oh well. Yeah, I mean, I could do it, and I guess I could do an antenna, but
I don't want to.
But we needed, after we killed the cable, we needed Bravo and HGTV because those are the ones Kellie likes. And I still haven't figured out Hallmark. I mean, I think Hallmark comes through the Apple TV. I don't know. That's another thing I got to figure out. Is how do we get the Hallmark? Schitt's Creek? No, we haven't seen that one. Andrea, did you hear me mention your name about 20 times? Surely you have been keeping track of all the Kellie Clapbacks, right? Do you have a list somewhere? People love lists. Do you have a list of those somewhere? Oh, what am I doing here? Where's my dongle? Did you steal my dongle?
No, I've not touched anything.
Amazon Prime Music is. See, I'm confused on some of the stuff. It confuses me. Okay, let's see here. You aren't keeping a list, and don't call you Shirley.
What are we calling it? A sandwich and some cord cutting?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Some cord cutting.
Cord cutting. Yeah, I like that. Glad I thought of that. A sandwich and some cord cutting. Nobody likes my earrings. Nobody likes Kellie's earrings. Nobody likes mine.
I'm so glad. They're just cheap. I just got them from they're so long ago. Cubic zirconia circles. I think they came from Nordstrom Rack. We started off with what? You scaring me. It was you led into it with something. Okay, you don't lose your temper with me or something.
Oh yeah. Well, it was that. It was the you hitting the.
But I mean, how did you lead into that?
Saying that if we can survive the jet ski and the zip lining and you hitting my truck. It was penetration, Christy Kincaid North. Penetration. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Penetration. Schitt's Creek. Everybody says they love Schitt's Creek.
After we did the truck damage, we did Kellie's clapback right after that?
I can't remember, babe.
And then we went into letters?
Yeah, I think so.
Just take notes.
Oh, Tiffany Timmon. Amy, the pups are in their little homes. I should go get them while you guys are.
Hello. Tiffany's going to happy hour next month. Great. You should put Schitt's Creek on your list. I haven't gotten around to that yet. We have so much other things we need to watch. We do need a note taker. You know, Michael was doing it, poor thing, and I was doing really good at it for a while there, but I'm also drinking wine tonight. I can't remember anything. Fate on Netflix is awesome. Finished it today. Fate. What's that about? I haven't even heard of it. Kara says I have the minutes correct. Hi, Zozo.
Kara said you're doing it right?
Yeah, Kara says I got it right. Did something just drop? My necklace broke.
What?
I thought I felt something.
Let it break.
Did it break or did it just come unclasped? I think it broke. I think something.
Do really?
Well, look, the big part that you hooked to is gone. Just the little thing is there. It came apart.
Oh, yeah, it did. I know this guy that.
Well, the original chain that it came
good.
with, it fell off and I couldn't get it back on, so I changed the chain. So I want to get this fixed because I love this pendant.
I get it fixed. Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
I know a guy. Or I might be able to do it. Andrea, I've been misrepresented. I told Kellie we should go.
Go where?
Go get something on a patio. And
Okay, this is what happened.
And it was like chirp, chirp.
No, I said, let's go get, I said, I want to go get something on the patio. And Alan's like, we need to go. We were going from Home Goods. We had to go to Pottery Barn. We had to return some shams because they were wrong. And so I said something about, oh God, it's such a beautiful day. And honestly, this weather has had me in a complete funk. After like 3 or 4 days, 5 days of gray skies, cold weather, rain, I was depressed yesterday. I was so depressed. I wanted to go to bed at 7:00 at night, didn't I?
Yeah.
I was like, I want to go to bed. And I made myself stay up a couple hours longer because I thought that was pathetic. So today I said, Daddy, I said, it's so pretty and sunny. I said, I want to go and sit on the patio and get a glass of wine or something. And we had to go to Pottery Barn. And then Alan never said anything else. I was like, I guess he doesn't want to go. So I came home.
See, that is
that's a miscommunication. So I came home and I said, I'm going to go get a glass of wine and I'm going to go sit outside. It's such a pretty day. What'd you do?
I was in here feeding myself.
Why didn't you come outside with me?
Oh, I thought it was cold in the backyard.
It wasn't cold. See, y'all?
I get cold. I get cold real easy. That's what happens when you get old. You get cold. You're cold all the time. You want to drink afternoon coffee and you get cold all the time. Right, Joey? That's why I was snuggle with you, because you're so warm. Yes, you are. You're a sweet girl. Oh, the sweetest dog ever. Toy boat? Toy boat?
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Toy boat, 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 toy boat.
I thought it was she sells
seashells
by the seashore.
Toy boat's harder. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. What? Where's Larry? Larry always, I open up Larry's house and he just wants to stand there and sleep. Larry's like an old man. This time of night, he's sleeping. Zoe wants to, she's always up.
She loves me so much. She just loves me so much. Don't you love me? Don't you love me? I know you do. Such a sweet girl. Oh, is that a yawn? Oh my goodness. Did you see that yawn? So sweet. I love you.
Yes, he's old and cold. Exactly.
You? Yeah.
Zoe's warm though. Look how sweet she is. Oh, sweetest dog ever. Toy boat, toy boat,
toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
The boat. We don't even have a general idea. We have no idea where we're going to go RVing. What if we could get to the Grand Canyon and back? It's a long way. That's a long way.
Well,
yeah, Big Bend, Kara. That's where I went with. That's where I went with my mom and dad and my boys. We went to Big Bend. Got all the way down there. Yeah, it was fun.
Driving distance from Plano to the Grand Canyon. No available routes. 1,053 miles.
Well, that's one way.
That's one way. We ain't going there.
That's how far we drove on the whole trip, the last trip. That's a long way.
It's 1,000. Let's see, to go to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, it's 16 and a half hours.
You know,
That's 1,027 miles. So it's farther to the Grand Canyon.
I was thinking more like
I was just doing for comparison.
I was thinking more like Arkansas.
I don't know. Where could we go?
I was thinking more like Arkansas.
Driving distance from Plano, Texas, y'all.
Jackson Hole? Yeah, about Wyoming. That's a long way too. Oh, you got a leaf in your fur there. Kiddo? You got a leaf in your fur. We're open for ideas though. We got to figure it out. He's always had enough togetherness here. You jump? There she goes. Yeah, exactly. It's going to have to be comfortable. If it's not comfortable, Kellie will be out. You will be so out if it's not comfortable. Huh? Will you be out if it's not comfortable?
I like comfort.
And you like flavor.
I do. And Alan makes fun of me and the children that I like flavor and comfort.
Yes.
I don't understand why that's a joke.
Dylan says, why does Kellie like flavor so much? Yeah, Idaho and Utah. That's nice too, Kara. That's so far. I don't know if I can make it that far. There and back. Oh. Oh, that's cool, Andrea. I think you might have told me that before. Where's your ranch? Dime. Yeah, Mount Rushmore. That'd be cool. How about Mount Rushmore?
How far is that drive?
Probably not as far as the Grand Canyon.
$15 hours and 1,089 miles.
15 hours. You could do that in a day and a half.
In an RV?
Oh man, that's a long way. Oh, maybe we should just go to Arkansas. Hot Springs. We could go to Nollins. We could roll that thing down to Nollins. Huh?
Could do.
We're planning our RV trip now, guys. We need some help. Amy, this RV has full bathroom. It doesn't even have a wet toilet. It's got like a real toilet, separate shower, sink. I mean, it's nice. It's got a queen bed in the back. It's got a big bed above the driver. It's got a full kitchen, gas range, microwave, fridge.
Given 1 week in an RV starting from Dallas, Texas, what is the best place to go? Come here, baby.
Oh, we could do the hill country. It's not very far, and we're still in Texas, but
this one takes you Fort Worth to Brownwood to San Angelo, Sonora, Limestone Cave, Del Rio.
That's not bad.
Somebody's done a grade 10 on the weirdness scale. Marfa.
We've done that. I've done that.
Carlsbad.
Done that.
Yes, this is probably your trip. Texas to Colorado Springs.
I'm renting it from this company called what's it called? Cruise America. I'm gonna empty the shitter. It's not a big deal.
I ain't doing
the
it.
Stinky Slinky. I'm gonna let Kellie do it one time at least. Oh,
20
cool.
best road trips from Dallas.
Rather than Guadalupe. That's cool.
Turner Falls Park in Oklahoma.
There's all kinds of fun stuff. 2 hours northeast of Mount Pleasant.
I'll figure that out. I'm going to go. I love you. Thank y'all.
Yeah, we need help with the RV trip, guys.
We'll take any and all suggestions.
I
We
think-
have exactly, how many days do we have exactly? We leave on Friday or Saturday?
I'll have to look. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
You need to know because that'll make a big difference.
Yeah. It's really not. The stinky slinky is not a big deal.
Don't forget it's in the podcast.
You never touch poop. It's really not a big deal. Here, hold on, guys. Let me look at this thing, see if this thing's uploaded yet. It has. Sorry, guys. I'm just uploading this thing here.
You gonna have some pecan pie?
It's going to twist my stomach all up. Louisiana. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Are you guys, Dee Dee, are you guys at a, are you just like, what do they call it? What's it called when you're not at a, what am I trying to say? My mind is not working tonight. When you're not at a RV park, you're boondocking it. Are you boondocking it? Or are you at a park? Or where are you? At a campground or what? Yeah, Destin. We can make it to Destin. That's not that far. What about through New Orleans to Destin, babe? Yeah, she's in there slinging dishes around. How could she be slinging dishes around? I already did all the dishes. At an RV spot. Okay. Through the end of February. Okay. Cool. Fun is that? Huh. Orange Beach. Route 66. Okay. Yeah, Destin would be fun. I'm sure there's some campgrounds close to Destin. It's going to be an adventure, that's for sure. But this one should be interesting. Argyle, yeah. I'm going to try to get her to document everything. Like maybe because there's going to be a lot of downtime, like while we're driving. Maybe blog and post it on our website about each day and kind of what her experience is on the RV. I think that'd be pretty fun. And then we're going to have to do a podcast probably too from the RV. We'll have to figure that out. Probably have to find somewhere with Wi-Fi. Oh, wow. That's cool. Very cool. All right, guys. Yeah, that's what I learned the first time, Didi. Everything takes longer, so you're better off just kind of like, taking your time and looking around. And when you want to stop, you can stop, pull over, fire the generator up, make some food, play some games, keep going. It's really cool. I thought it was a lot of fun the first time. Should be interesting to see what Kellie thinks about it. Hopefully she has fun. Good night, Mel. Didn't know you were here. Thank you. Love you. So nice. Appreciate you. All right, peeps. Well, thanks for hanging out tonight. That was fun. And I'll see y'all on the social medias. I'll see you, probably some of you, in February, about a month from now, huh? That'll be fun. Get our drink on, get our barbecue on, spin some tall tales. That's what we'll do. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.